Alright, hello, welcome to another video. Um, so here we are in Magic the Gathering. Um, I recently got back into Magic. I haven't played in a couple years, but then I downloaded this beautiful game, MTG Arena. And I figured something fun somebody suggested to do was to record myself playing my first draft. I'm probably gonna lose. I'm probably gonna draft something terrible. But I don't really know what I'm doing as far as drafts. I know I pick a card, pick the best cards, whatever. But it's gonna be pretty bad. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. All right, we got our first pack. Holy fuck! I don't know what to pick. Alright, I know the very basics of drafting, which is to find your bombs, find your removals, and find your efficient creatures, right? This could be a bomb because whenever you cast a spell that has adventure, so if I have an adventure deck, you put a 1/1 on this so it becomes a 4/4 and so on, especially if I get more adventures. But it's not a guarantee that I would get adventures. Oh, but it's a good card. But it kind of locks me in. Oh, bleh. I hate this. I'm paralyzed with choice. Cast a creature spell that has adventure, draw a card. I mean, that's just really good. Ramp. What's this? Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control forest. Tapped, add another forest. Add 6 mana, spend this mana, only activate. That's a fuck ton of mana. I don't know if getting the land on the first pick is worth it. I like Queen of Ice. Queen of Ice is a good card. Sacrifice creature, create a food token. If the creature is toughness 4, create 2 tokens. It's a 3/3 for 3. Shit. This episode's gonna go on for so long. I'm probably gonna have to cut some stuff. Oh, I'm guess it's either the Wondermare or this guy. I think is what I'm going for here. Fuck it. Let's go with the Wondermare. Fuck it. Second pick. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Let's go to the best cards, right? So, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact. So, artifact enchantment deck. Flying Vigilance, 3 for a 1/1. That's not really efficient. He gets 1/1 as long as you control an artifact, and he gets 1/1 as long as you control an enchantment. So enchantment decks. Death Touch. His toughness is equal to the number of knights you control. So a knight deck. Whenever one or more commander attacks another knight you control, gains indestructible. Bacon to a pie. There's probably some good removal there since none of these are really bombs. I mean, that's kind of a bomb, right? That's only a yeah, maybe bacon to a pie. Because it makes food. Maybe we can go for a food deck. Possibly. Fuck it, we'll take it. I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. Resolute Rider, turn into a pumpkin. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So let's look for our bombs. Gains lifelink until end of turn, gains indestructible until end of turn. That's kind of a bomb, right? He is unkillable for every 3 mana I spend. Right, indestructible is either effects that say destroy, don't destroy, and if it's creature and can be destroyed by damage. Yeah, so he's kind of a win condition there. That was a gross noise I just made. Maybe the rider? Go for the rider? Does that sound good? Fuck it. This turned out to be a terrible draft. So I know, and also another unspoken rule, I guess, or whatever shit that I've picked up. For your first 5 picks, generally don't really care about color. You're not committing to anything just yet. Unless you get some really good draws right off the bat. Like if you get a bunch of good white cards, well then obviously you're just going to keep rolling into white. So far we've got a good green-white, a good black, and a good white-black. So you might be thinking, I can swing into white-black maybe. I don't know how good white-black is. Probably doesn't sound very good. So maybe we don't use the Resolute Rider and we just go, or we can still use the Resolute Rider in a Wondermare deck. So green-white and then splash this in because it's white. Anyway, it's not like I need the black part of that part. Anyway, let's keep going. Mystical Dispute. Spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue spell. So it's a 1. Technically, it could be a 1 cost counter target spell unless its controller plays it. That's a lot of fucking... a lot of caveats to cast that spell. This is 4. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control if at least 3 white spells. I see. This is where my biases come in because I hate white. I do not like the color white in Magic. A lot of the spells and stuff they do thematically and flavor-wise, I can't stand. So picking up a card like this might be good. I don't know. It sounds alright if I'm making like a white weenie deck, but I don't want to make that. That's the trouble of drafting. Is you have to make things that are good. I don't know what's good. Merchant of the Veil. It's another adventure. Wishful Merfolk. It's 3/2 defender. Loses defender, becomes human until end of turn. So it's a 2 for 3/2. This is a 1 for 1/2. That can create bear tokens. So this is an adventure that synergizes with this adventure, Wondermare. So that's I can do that and then start going into that deck. Splash and black for Bake into a Pie, but if we're not getting food cards. See, now we're going to start thinking about synergies, and I don't like thinking about synergies. I think this is the play, and hopefully we'll get maybe another Wondermare, or we'll probably won't get another Wondermare, but we'll get more adventure cards for sure. So maybe it's the Flaxen. Boop, boop, ba-doop. So now we're looking for... We're probably not going to get any more bombs at this turn because they're probably all picked. So, you're getting less and less cards because the packs are rotating and you're losing cards. One of these artifacts might be good. Scalding Cauldron. Can't even talk right now. Is decent. You sacrifice it, deal 3 damage. So it's a 1 cost artifact, cheap to put out. Weapon rack would be good, maybe. Comes with counters, 1/1 counters, and you could put them on your creatures. This is a good defender. And you can give creatures you have haste. That's pretty good. When he enters the battlefield, attach it to the target non-human. Do we have any humans? She's a human, so like she can't. And he's a human, so he can't. So that's probably not a best choice. It's looking like... What's this? Equipped creature gets... whenever a equipped creature deals damage, you create a food token. We could still go food with Bake into a Pie in this card. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player exiles that card. If a non-black card is exiled this way, exile a card from your hand. That sounds good for 1, but sorcery speed. Bull. Creatures you control put +0/+1 when it enters the battlefield. Create a food token. Are my white cards doing food? No, my white cards want to do adventure. Do any of these help me do adventure? Well, this helps me do counters. This helps me with removal. Could use some removal. I think the cauldron? It's either the cauldron or the drawbridge, I think. Oh boy. I think it's the cauldron. This is gonna take a while. I'm probably just gonna skip a lot of time so I'm not wasting your time here. I have no idea what to get here. None of this helps us. Maybe memory theft. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a card that has adventure. It depends if they have adventure. Which is cottage into the battlefield tapped unless you go 3-1, which is going to untapped. You may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Situational. That's not great. If we're going green, then this is decent. If we're going white, this sucks. 5 for 3/4. 4 to exile target artifact or enchantment and draw a card. It's somewhat removal. If we're going white, which is still open, I think we want to try to do the adventure with the Wonder Mare. Ooh. Let's just go simple and get creatures. No, this is great removal right here. Target blocking creature. Well, it's got to be a blocking, but situational removal, I guess. 1 mana. 1 mana outflank deals damage to target attacking or blocking creature equal to the number of creatures you control. That's okay, I guess. Whenever Wildwood Tracker attacks or blocks, if you control another non-human creature, Wildwood Tracker gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If you control another non-human, so how many? What are humans? That's a human. That's a horse. That's a spider. That's a human. I mean, it's just a 2/2 though. I mean, it's a 1-drop for a 2/2 situational because you won't have 2 creatures at turn 1. Maybe it's the righteousness and we play green-white. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. I hate white, but it looks like that's what we're doing. So we're not even looking at those cards. Another True Love's Kiss. As long as you control an artifact or enchantment. He has flying. Well, we got enchantment, artifacts. We could probably pick up an enchantment like this one. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets 1/+1/+1 for each artifact. I think it's the Flare Phlox. It's a 2/2 for 2. With the caveat that if I have Cauldron up, he gets big. We want more artifacts, I guess, in this deck to keep it rolling. 6 for 5/5 that scries, or 3 for 3/2 that does nothing. Or we want adventures, so maybe Twin Veil. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you come through more forest. When you enters the battlefield untapped, create a food. We're probably not doing the food deck anymore. So Bacon Dough Pie is probably not going to happen. None of these care about food, right? Yeah, no. So I think adventure is the play here. And then we get the All That Glitters. Actually, 1 for 1/1 flying. Adventure, target creature gets 1/1 flying until end of turn. It's not really that great at this point because I only have 1 Scolding Cauldron. So I think the creature is the way to go right here. When Battlekill dies, or when you discard it, create a food. Can't do Forever Young, so I'm not in that color anymore. Lochthwain Gargoyle gets +2/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. So it's a 1/3. So it's a decent blocker out turn 1. And it's an artifact, which helps whatever I'm doing here. I remember some things said about artifacts. This thing, I guess. I'm looking for adventures and artifacts, I guess, is what is happening here. Which this does too. It's a 4 for 3/3 though. And this is a 1 for 0/3. That's more efficiency. You don't want to spend 4 mana to get 3/3 value. That's not efficient. Even if it and it's very situational. It has to die first and then it creates a food token. So it's I think it's the gargoyle. It's got to be the gargoyle. Sure, it's green, so we're gonna take it. It's the only explanation. Weapon rack, sure. And then roving keep. Another artifact. Alright, so now we're on to pack 2. Pick 1. So we can look at the big things. We're probably gonna pick this guy. What is this? Adventure. He's a 2 for 3/1 with an instant of return target permanent. So it's a removal plus it's a creature, so it's good in that regard. So we're gonna take it. It's the only I have no other reasoning other than that. It's this guy again, but we're not doing blue. The shambling suit is equal to the number of artifacts or enchantments you control. We're kind of doing that already with this deck. A lot of enchantment. Ooh, golden egg. When it is a battlefield, you draw a card. You can sacrifice it to add 1 mana, or sacrifice it +2 to gain 3 to life. Ooh, True Love's Keys. We got another adventure here. 2 for a 2/3, add mana of any color. And you can tap it for a mana of any color, so it's a mana ramp. Well, you spend 1 to make 1. It's kind of weird, but... that's a 5 for 3/3, but it makes a 2/2 white knight creature with vigilance. And it itself has vigilance. It's kind of terrible. 5 for 3/3, Jesus Christ. Maybe it's another fox. I think the play is another fox. A shambling suit could be good too, though. Equal to the number of artifacts or enchantments you control. So by turn 3, I could have a gargoyle and a Skuldron Cauldron out, which would make it a 2/3 for 3. No, it's probably the fox. Another foxy fox. What do we got here? 3 for a 2/3, tap up to target creatures. That's pretty good. 3 for a 2/2, flying. Each creature you control that has adventure enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. That's pretty good. Each creature you control that has an adventure enters the battlefield. I have a few adventures, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Might not be using the Resolute Rider. Maybe. It's a good 4-drop. I think this is the play, though. Yeah, I think it's this. We need to start looking at spells, I think. Let's sort this stuff. So let's put our spells. We need to start getting some spells, boy. That's an artifact. That's a creature. 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 This is an artifact. There's an artifact creature. This is a spell. We need some more removal. Like, whoa. Poop, poop, poop. Ooh, a Wonder Mare. I think Wonder Mare is the pick here. Prize Griffin can suck it. Signpost Scarecrow can... Wonder Mare. Not getting a lot of spells. Like, these are all creatures. This is an artifact. Attach it to the target non-human creature you control. It gets +2/+1. How many non-humans do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably cut him. Probably not going to use this. Let's just sideboard that for now. Get in the sideboard. Maybe? Is that loser again? We're not doing that color set. So it's these two or this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's this guy. I don't think I want that. So another fairy godmother, probably. Oh, we can get a draw. Or we can get another buff. I think we want the 1/1 creature. We want low drops, right? Keep our curve. Oh, this hurts my soul. I'm saying a lot of words that I don't know what they mean. Do I want a sport cap? I have one, right? Yeah. 3 drop for 1/5. I need spells. This is also just a buff, though. We need to start looking for spells. You know? I mean, green-white doesn't have a lot of removal, though. Like, in general, anyway. Below creature, priestess, princess can't be blocked by creatures of power 3 or greater. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If at least 3 white mana was spent to spell a spell, you gain creature vigilance. I don't even know if I said words when I just read that. That's pretty expensive. 4 for 1/1 on anything I have. But I do have a lot of creatures. So it might be worth it. You know? Or just get another 1/1. What am I doing with this deck? What am I doing? Or we can get the Mereleaf Rider, which is a 3 for 1. Or a 2 for 3/1. Sacrifice of food. Target creature blocks Mereleaf Rider this turn, if able. I don't have food. It's not really a food deck. It's not shaping up to be that way, so probably don't want this. So I'm probably not going to want that. So I'm probably going to want this. I don't want that. Ugh. Am I just picking? I feel like I haven't seen a lot of. Now I take the True Love's Kiss, I think. Or the Wildwood Shred. No, I need more spells. I need more instances. And card draw is good. Should I get another weapon rack? I could get another weapon rack or another lonesome unicorn. Or do I don't even have one. What's my curve looking like, dog? Put that there. That's a spell. Or any of these spells? No. This is technically an artifact / enchantment. My 2-drops are looking pretty bad. Need some more 2-drops, I think. Should I get another weapon rack? Or this big boy? This is too expensive for what it does, though. 3 to make a 2/2 knight with vigilance. And then it itself is a 3/3 with vigilance at 5. I think it's a weapon rack. But I could be super wrong. Get a jousting dummy. Dummy gets +1 +0 until end of turn. So at turn 3 he could be a 3/1. Or another 4 sorcery, put 1/1 counter. Oh boy. This is a lot of white. I knew my first draft was going to be white. I just knew it. I'm terrible with white because I hate it. And I knew when I drew that it would be a white. So now I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe? God, this deck is terrible. This deck is so bad. We have plenty of... I was just complaining about my 2-drops creatures. But my spells are also lacking. It's sorcery speed though, so fuck it. It's gross. I don't like it. Unless you control 3 or more planes, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Or 4 for vigilance, add mana of any color. Let's take this, I guess. We're not going to use either of these, but this is blue, so I'm taking it for my sideboard, for my collection. We're not going to use that, so let's take that. Oh, boy. Gilded Goose, good for a food deck. Wait. We might want to take that. Even though we're not doing food. We don't want these. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. 4 double strike. So it's a 4 for 2/3 and a double strike. And Fireborn Knight gets +1/+1 until end of turn for another 4. That's kind of bombish, right? Or maybe it's the edge. Yeah, maybe it's the innkeeper. Get some card draw for all the adventures that we got. Because creating food, like, Gilded Goose is nice. He's a 1 for 0/2, and when he enters, he gets food token. And he can create more food tokens, which are artifacts. So that also helps us. But I think we want the card draw more than the food. Especially if we can get another one. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for doing that? Oh, fuck. Am I crazy? How many cards do we actually get? It's pretty much only him, right? That gets the artifact bonus. Yeah, I think it is. I think we want adventures more. When you gain life for the first time each turn, return Deathless Knight from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad. I hate this card already. I keep seeing it. If at least 3 green spells is played. See, this isn't bad. It's a 5 for 4/4, but it basically is a 5/5 if you have 3 green mana to spend it with, which is very likely that you will. And he can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. But I'm gonna see if I can wheel this one. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the return. Probably won't. I don't even know if I should grab this. It's 4 mana for a 4/2 with haste, and when you gain life. Do I gain life in this deck? I'm not gaining life. These things don't have lifelink. Only this guy has lifelink, and I'm not even sure I'm riding this guy. Yeah, no? Maybe it is this guy. Maybe that's the play. Maybe it's another one of these. I hate these though. I think it's this guy. That's probably a very stupid choice. 4 for a adamant if at least 3 white spells. It puts a 1/1 on it. So it's a 4 for a 3/6. Technically could be. Or a Witch's Oven. Sacrifice creature, create a food token. When Inquisitive Puppet enters the battlefield, scry for 1. Exile Inquisitive Puppet, create a 1/1 white human creature token. You get another Gargoyle. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has adventure. How many adventures do I have? I have a few, right? But it's only till end of turn, which isn't the best. So I guess it's between these two. I'm not seeing a lot of spells. Maybe I keep glossing over them. I have too much. I need to start cutting stuff. I don't think I'm using that. So that's going to combo well with the adventures. This will combo well with the adventures. There's more adventure combo. I don't think I want this much artifact if it's only going to combo with this guy. Right? Like I want the cauldron. Maybe. So my 3-drops aren't really doing much. Except this guy's going to keep doing adventure counters. This guy's an adventure beast. Maybe it's this, and I try to find some more adventures, even though it's already super late into the... Look, a Covetous Urge. I wish I could take it. Maybe it finally is this guy. Oh, no. We got Fell the Peasant. Or Return to Nature. Deals 5 damage to target creature with flying. And it creates food, or choose one, destroy target artifact, enchantment, exile card. I think it's going to be Fell the Peasant. Pheasant. Fell the Pheasant. I thought it said peasant. Yeah, we need some removal. Even if it is situational flying removal, it's still better removal than that guy, and that guy is expensive. I'll probably get him on the draw on the wheel anyway. Ginger Brute. What's this? This spell costs 2 less to cast if an opponent controls a green permanent. So he would be a 2 for 2/3 Death Touch. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's situational for against green players. Creatures you control get +0/+1. When fortified, it enters battlefield, create a food token. I mean, it's not the best enchantment. Maybe it's the drawbridge and get a good defender on a 2-drop. I think that's the play. How are my 4-drops looking? I don't have any 4-drops. Ooh. Maybe it's this guy. Another cauldron. I can scrap something like this guy. So frame squire adventure target creature gets +1/+2 or +2/+2. Actually, we need some more adventure, I guess. Some more low adventure. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you may pay 3. If you do, create a token as a copy of Sorcerer's Broom. That's kind of meh. I guess Battered Cow, but I'm probably not gonna run it. I think this was the wheel that I was supposed to wheel something, and I think I didn't, which sucks. Or maybe no, I think it's the next one. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Sure, more adventure. Just making a really shitty adventure deck. Boop, boop, boop. This is going to be a take just for my collection, because I'm not using any of these cards. So what do I want for my collection? Probably the land. Sure. Was this what I was going to wheel? Maybe? Or is it this guy? Sure. Take a return to nature, sure. Probably not using that. Not using that. Alright. So now we gotta start cutting stuff, because we can cut. Look at my curve. Oh my god, it's terrible. Alright, this part I'm definitely gonna cut. So I'm gonna try to fix this, and then next time we'll see some games. We'll see some games.